Hello everyone, I am Sajid and welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's video, I'd like to talk about the green tint issue, whether it got resolved in the IQ7 or not after using for 60 days of usage. Yes friends, it's been 60 days of using this IQ7 device. Let's see whether still we are getting any kind of green tint issue in this IQ7 device or not. So starting from the day one, I did notice the green tint issue, but for me, it doesn't bother me, but for some users, it's absolutely bothering them. And they did ask me this kind of question, it got fixed or not? Because they're able to plan to buy this phone, IQ7 device, for the next Amazon Prime Day sales. So that is the reason I thought of making this video, to show you what is happening after 60 days, after few software updates, whether the problem got fixed or not. That's what we're going to explain in this video. To be exactly precise, the 62 days of usage. As you can see, I did note down the time as well. The date, May 19th, I did do the unboxing, so 62 days. So let's get started, friends. The first thing, the green tint problem will be only occurring in certain scenarios. For example, when you try to use the dark mode, and when you try to decrease the brightness in the phone, and when you try to use in the low light environment. In these three situations, you will be able to see the green tint issue in the IQ7 device. That is what my previous experience is. But let's see whether we'll be able to see the green tint issue right now in this phone or not. So let me do the step-by-step process. First, let me try to decrease the brightness in this phone, and let me try to turn off the studio lights as well. I'll try to use the dark mode. So let me try to use the dark theme. So where is the dark? So where is the dark? I think, yeah, it is a dark theme. And let me try to decrease the brightness slightly. And let me try to turn off the lights, and then I'll be back again. So right now, as you can see, friends, right now I am trying to use with a very low brightness mode. Right now, you'll let me try to decrease the brightness and increase the brightness. And now in the notification panel, you'll be able to see the green tint. As you can see, friends, when the brightness is kind of close to 20%. So slightly, as you can see, now you'll be able to see the green tint in the IQ7 device. So not only there, even when you try to use the Chrome browser in the incognito mode, let me try to open the incognito mode. In the Chrome browser as well, now there is nothing, so it's kind of completely gray. Let me try to slightly decrease the brightness and increase. So now you should be able to see it. Now I think at this moment, maybe yes, absolutely. I think at this point, now little bit green tint is going on. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to notice or not at this point. Ready to show it again, friends. So this happens only in very rare case. Not every user will be facing, only few units. Only few units will be having this kind of green tint problem. As you can see, some kind of green tint is there here in this section in the Google Chrome. Not only there, even in the lock screen as well. In the lock screen, some of the users, they were able to see this kind of green tint problem in the lock screen. So, but mostly if you don't try to use a fingerprint scanner don't try to use any kind of fingerprint scanner, then you cannot get that kind of green tint issue. On the lock screen, some users, they did find out that kind of solution as well. So if you try to use any kind of a dark wallpaper on the background, then you'll be able to see this kind of green tint. As you can see, friends, absolutely green tint is still existing in this phone. So without any problem, as you can see here clearly. I'll try to show you certain applications. As you can see, friends, in the YouTube application, exactly. What I did was I did turn on the internet, and immediately I disabled the internet. So you will get to know only few thumbnails will be loaded, as you can see. So in few of the thumbnails which are in the bottom, they will not get loaded. In that space, you will be seeing this kind of green tint issue. As you can see, friends, absolutely in the YouTube application as well, you can actually see the green tint clearly. Let me just slightly increase the brightness. Now you will not see any kind of green. It's kind of gray. Decrease the brightness completely to 0. It's kind of black. So exactly in the middle, that kind of, as you can see, now you'll be able to see the difference, what is happening. So this is what it's called, the green tint problem. As you can see the green tint, how it's behaving at this moment. So this application will demonstrate clearly, friends, what is happening in the green tint. Absolutely. Still, the green tint problem is not yet got fixed even after this kind of usage with I think close to 60 days of usage and so many updates. I think 3 to 4 updates I did receive, but none of them fixed the green tint issue in this phone. There are so many applications whether to test the green tint is present or not. I'm trying to use different applications to find out whether the green tint problem is visible or not. The brightness, as you can see, friends, I'm trying to change the brightness and I'm trying to decrease the brightness, and I'm exactly keeping it this point to show you what is the result. So this is what the green tint is. As you can see, friends, right now, let me try to slightly decrease the brightness a little bit, and let me try to show you. So in this spot, in the settings application, you will be observing a lot in the settings. Let me try to start from the 0 brightness, and now I try to increase. It's very hard to focus in the dark. Sorry for that disturbance, but let's see. I'm going to show you exactly the settings application, and now you'll be able to see the kind of green tint coming in the background. As you can see, friends, some kind of green tint. in the background, exactly here. So this is a problem few other users are actually facing this kind of issue. So you can only see in certain brightness, not in all the brightness, only in the few brightness. Only in the few brightness at certain level only you will be able to see that kind of green tint problem. So it doesn't matter friends what type of settings you enable, but still you will be able to see the green tint inside the phone. As you can see on the lock screen, you may not be able to see it because if you try to disable the fingerprint scanner, then absolutely you cannot see. But inside the phone, you will be seeing in this kind of application using the YouTube and using the Google Chrome in the incognito mode with slightly close to 15% brightness. You can clearly see that. So still after 60 days as well, the green tint problem is not yet fixed in the iQOO 7 device, and not all the units, only few units will be having this kind of problem. So I did mention this kind of issue on the starting day itself for a lot of other users, and they were actually aware and they are actually replacing the mobile phone. And in the replaced units as well, I think 80% of the people, they are really satisfied, but 20% they are even got the same green tint issue even of the replaced unit. That's the one thing you should remember friends. As you can see right now, the green tint little bit but not much, absolutely, as you can see here. So this is a quick comparison friends between both phones. So overall friends, the green tint problem in the iQOO 7 device is still existing even after the 60 days of using this device, and even after the few software updates, still the green tint problem not yet got solved in this iQOO 7 device. So there is a temporary solution as well. On the lock screen you may not be able to see it because the fingerprint, I did disable the fingerprint scanner. That is what the temporary solution some of the users they're able to use. Otherwise, if you try to use a fingerprint scanner and if you try to use a black wallpaper, you will be able to see a lot on the green tint in the lock screen. That's the one thing you should note it. I have one more quick note. This green tint problem is not happening in every unit. It's not happening only in the few units of the iQOO 7 device. It's actually happening in terms of green tint, not in all the phone. So only in the few units friends, maybe you can consider out of 100%, maybe in the 15% or kind of 10% or 20%, only in that ratio, only few of the units are actually facing this kind of green tint issue. This is not the new problem. This is the only old problem which is already there in the most of the AMOLED panels as well. That is what a lot of users are actually said that. And that's it friends, this is a quick review on the iQOO 7 device in terms of the green tint, and still the problem is existing in this phone. In case if you want me to do any other reviews on the iQOO 7 device, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be able to do those kind of testings as soon as possible for you all. So at this moment only these are the few applications which I showed, but practically there are few more applications as well which are there, this kind of green tint problem which some users are experiencing in the other applications as well. Just for the video purpose only I did show only few applications, and if you ask me will it affect any kind of thing, I don't think it will affect anything. Even if you have the green tint, no problem, because using the dark mode and using the low brightness in very low light environment situation, that's a very rare condition. But once you see the green tint issue, every time your eyes will be going on that green tint only. If you try to notice one time, every time you'll be seeing the green tint and you'll definitely get irritated, and you ultimately want to replace the phone or fix for the next update. Let's see what will happen with the next update. I'm really eagerly waiting friends, because till now there is not a proper update came to fix the green tint problem little bit as well. That's what my main motive is. That is what my main problem. So still now I did not get the major update in this phone, so after buying after the 60 days. So thank you for watching this video friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. In case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below, so that will be really helpful for me. I did use this kind of low light brightness anti-flickering option in case if you want to know. So even using this option as well, still we are able to see this kind of green tint issue in the iQOO 7.